We will start by demonstrating how to create a cut file using vector artwork. To begin, create an artboard at the exact size you want to print. Make sure that the settings are 300 dpi and RGB color mode to ensure the best quality. We're using a standard 48 by 96 inch artboard for an example. Start by placing your vector art on the artboard and adjust to the size you need, making sure to keep it at least 1/2 inch away from the edges of the artboard. To keep things organized, start by making a new layer for the cut file and duplicating your artwork onto it. You'll then hide the original artwork layer so that you can see only the duplicated layer. If your artwork contains many shapes and elements, you can use the Pathfinder tool to unite it into one complete shape. This shape will be used as your cut file, so make sure to check that it is one complete path and that the edges are clean. The contour cut should be 0.25 point stroke to meet our requirements. Once complete, you can hide the artwork layer and easily check the contour cut for any possible fixes. The cut layer should only have intended cut lines on it. Any other art or shapes will turn to cut lines if left on this layer. To make sure there are no white edges on your cutout, you'll want to create a bleed around the artwork. You can do so by creating a new layer and duplicating the contour cut created before. You'll want to adjust the stroke to be about 18 point and make sure that it is aligned to the outside. The bleed should maintain the color around the edges of the artwork. In this case, the edges of our design are brown. You'll then want to make sure that the bleed is underneath the artwork layer to ensure it doesn't interfere with the design. Next, you'll move on to creating the registration dots for print settings, again on a new layer to avoid confusion. Registration dots should be circles that are 0.25 inches in diameter. Crosshairs, stars, bullseyes, or any other shapes will not work with our system. You should have 4 to 6 registration dots on the artboard in total. It is recommended that you add 1 to 2 dots on each side of the artboard in different places. Now that you have all your necessary components, you'll want to check that everything is on its appropriate layer and then save as an Illustrator file. Creating your final art and cut files from the same Illustrator file ensures that the registration dots, art, and cut files will line up properly during the printing process. Locate the file on your computer and create a duplicate to avoid losing your artwork. For the art file, you'll want to delete only the cut layer, leaving behind the registration dots, artwork, and bleed. You'll then save it as a PDF file. Once saved, you'll want to undo changes until your cut layer is restored. For the cut file, you'll want to delete only the artwork and bleed layers, leaving behind the registration dots and cut layer. You'll then save it as a PDF file, making sure to rename it Cut File.